Since 2008, the VitalLife Foundation has supported seniors and staff living and working in senior care. The unforgettable moments have been many, and simply wouldn't have been possible without you, our sponsors and donors. So what's your story? How did you come to be so passionate about VitalLife? For some of our sponsors, it started way back when the foundation began. Others got on board just recently. But something about our mission resonated with each of you, and you answered with your heart.
I was hooked from the word go because I love their mission statement where they say they are meeting people where they are in their aging journey. I just love those words, and I thought this is incredible.
That outreach and the feeling of engaging seniors to be more part of the community and enriching lives, it just made perfect sense.
When you got organizations like the VitalLife Foundation providing a much needed safety net for the most vulnerable among us, that's super important.
VitalLife Foundation, the mission and the values and the vision for it is in lockstep with our mission, values, and vision at KPB.
It really gives us an avenue to support so many great organizations, and that was really important to me and my wife and my partners as well, as an organization like VitalLife that gives back.
I think the reason why I'm continually involved in VitalLife is the difference that you can see that it makes. It's just nice to know that I had a small piece in making that happen.
Then came COVID-19, something that continues to test us all. In our professional and personal lives, this global pandemic has revealed who our true partners are and how nothing matters more than our relationships and commitments to each other. Through it all, despite every unprecedented challenge, our sponsors truly rose and shone. And because of your donations, the VitalLife Foundation was able to contribute more than $650,000 to charitable partners and causes. Your support at this critical time was augmented by nearly $298,000 contributed by more than 1,100 Marquee and Consanas employees through Spirit Club. The generosity and commitment of our sponsors and donors has been incredible. So why did you do it? 2020 was a difficult year for many businesses and organizations, and no one would have blamed you if you had taken a step back and said, sorry, VitalLife, not this year. We need to take care of ourselves. But you didn't.
When you're in tough times, it's those times that organizations really do need to step up.
More than ever, we need organizations like VitalLife out there helping communities that have been really impacted by COVID. This is that time when we all have to come together, when we have a common purpose to help those who need it.
Everybody can give when you're on the up and up and there's no challenges in your world, but that's just not the reality. I think there's more people that need now during the pandemic than ever before. And so you have to take a step back and go, yeah, sure. Business is off and it's challenged and, the world's a crazy place, but that's when you double down, right? You double down, you continue to commit.
And that was very important to us to continue our sponsorship and to continue our support so they could keep doing the good works that they do in the community.
For some of you, your passion and support for those living and working in senior care settings went far beyond your financial contribution to the foundation. For example, when COVID-19 was first ravaging senior care facilities with significant outbreaks, TwinMed Medical Supplies stepped up to provide meals for exhausted and demoralized staff.
I felt our contribution was very small in the overall scheme of things compared to what VitalLife does. I felt honored and privileged just to contribute in any small way.
Inspired Results has been a long-time sponsor of the foundation, but early in the pandemic, the company came through in a big way for the senior care profession by sourcing personal protective equipment, PPE, when it was extremely scarce.
Just being kind of who we are as an organization and remaining with the mission to support our clients who became those frontline workers during COVID. It just became a natural fit.
Over the years, PDG Construction has always been there for VitalLife and the seniors and staff that we serve and support. When residents felt most isolated in their facilities by pandemic visitation restrictions, PDG helped build and deliver innovative plexiglass panels that made outdoor visits possible.
We built one screen for every facility, including Redding, California, and 2 in Las Vegas. That was a long U-Haul ride to deliver them.
Because of the support and the loyalty of our sponsors through this incredibly difficult time, because of the commitment that you felt and how you responded, the foundation was able to pivot to find new and innovative ways to make an impact. Throughout the pandemic, expressions of love and connection have become even more important. Though Cupid Crew looked different this year, we still found a way to distribute 3,000 roses to residents in more than 30 facilities on Valentine's Day. Our partnership with Meals on Wheels people is long-standing, and they never needed us more. The needs and the isolation of seniors were compounded by the pandemic and drove a 400% increase in clients. In response, VitalLife raised its contribution by $75,000 to $200,000 and provided the money months earlier than usual. When Thanksgiving comes around in a typical year, VitalLife volunteers are usually helping cook the Thanksgiving meal and serving at Friends of the Children's annual Friendsgiving event. But since that wasn't possible in 2020, we arranged a food drive, and dietary staff helped cook and prepackaged meals to be delivered to families in need. As COVID-19 restrictions were tightened on visitation, we helped create the Virtually Vital Facebook group to make it easier for friends and family to share photos and video with residents and staff. After literally thousands of posts, it's been a source of incredible positivity and connection. As our senior care residents fought feelings of isolation, we created Send Seniors Love to encourage friends and family and community members to drop off cards and letters in special drop boxes at facility doors. These were then shared with residents, bringing joy and encouragement. And when staff were at a breaking point in fighting COVID-19 outbreaks during the first few months of the pandemic, we created the Healthcare Heroes program to support and encourage them, featuring an iconic You Are Vital logo. Program materials such as window posters, flyers, wristbands, and even hoodies were sent to senior care facilities. Lawn art that read, "We love our healthcare heroes," reminded every person passing by of the incredible sacrifices made by senior care staff. Now here we are in 2021, and after a year where almost everything was put on pause, some of VitalLife's flagship events are happening again, signaling brighter days ahead. The pandemic isn't over, but moments like these remind us that we're on the road to recovery. After being on hold in 2020, Backpack to School is back in action, with 1,400 backpacks delivered to elementary-age children of senior care staff at 51 facilities. Though the program is still being offered on a limited scale, over at Marquis Newburgh, a festive outdoor backpack party offered a taste of what life will be again after the pandemic. Backpacks were presented by residents to staff, and the appreciation was mutual.
So it's good that people are donating to our kids now. We can never give our kids too much. I'm a firm believer we don't give our kids enough in this country.
It's so wonderful just to have some support, for the kids. It's been a tough go the last couple of years here with COVID. So to know that we've got support from folks like Jesse here, it's wonderful.
Just last month, Aurora Airport was the exhilarating scene of the return of Spirit of 45. Though the event was smaller this year because of the pandemic, for 6 World War II veterans, it was a celebration they'll never forget. With ages spanning from 93 to 101, they each managed to climb into the open cockpit of a Boeing Stearman biplane and take to the skies. The rides were provided by Dream Flights, a VitalLife Foundation partner.
Oh, that was wonderful. Hey, that was the greatest thing I've ever gotten into. Yeah, I sure enjoyed it. It was great.
What are you feeling right now? What are your emotions?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed. Yeah! I don't know if I deserve on this. I want you to know that I appreciate you and the whole crew that put this thing on.
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah! This was a great day.
To be able to do it this year in the midst of COVID, after last year of canceling it,
To be able to say, okay, we've got this group of veterans that if we don't do it this year may not get the opportunity was huge.
You learned to fly in the Stearman, right?
I did, and it was 80 years ago this month that I learned to fly that airplane. It was super exciting, just great. For all of these volunteers and all of these people to come out to honor the veterans who certainly did their job, I appreciate it, I thank them, and I give them God's blessing.
I'm impressed with the love and kindness that you people show. I'm overwhelmed. I got to thinking when I was up there flying that, this is something I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
If 2020 proved anything, it was that no matter the challenges we faced, and no matter what lies ahead, we're in this together, and we'll always be there for each other. For all of us individually, for our organizations and society, and yes, for the VitalLife Foundation, the future promises to look very different. The pandemic experience has tested and transformed us, and simply returning to what life looked like in the past won't be an option anymore. We're different people now, stronger and more resilient for all we've endured, and with far greater clarity on what's truly important. As the world has changed, so has the need, and so will the ways we serve our residents and staff. That's where you play a critical role. As a VitalLife sponsor, you're part of an incredible community of thinkers and innovators, the best and the brightest, and we'll be looking to you to help shape the future of the foundation. Your contribution will be about far more than just writing a check, though obviously that's important too. We're asking to leverage your experience, talents, input, and ideas as we transform VitalLife into something bigger, stronger, and even better suited to meet the new and inevitable challenges and opportunities that await us.
If anything can be done for human, regardless of age, when they are in need, I think that it behooves all of us to step forward. I'm delighted to be part of this and be of small amount of assistance to this endeavor.
Having elderly parents and seeing a lot of the unique things that VitalLife does for seniors, it warms my heart, and I would hope that others would take that opportunity and give back in that way.
I see my grandfather, I'll get a little emotional here, in the people that the foundation serves. And I have such great confidence in VitalLife that this foundation truly focuses on helping people live their very best lives, just like my grandfather.
As the sun rises on the brighter days that are surely ahead, here at VitalLife, we welcome that light with renewed energy and commitment for the causes we embrace, for the seniors we serve, and for those who care for them. Thanks to the resilience, love, and devotion of each of you, our sponsors, I know we will continue to rise and shine together.